Here go my with the new book cover saying, oh, hold on, I'm gonna get talked to her. Let me finish this. Let me get this poem started. Welcome to another episode of Tangential Thoughts Chat Show. I'm your Chief Gihareh, leader of the Kim Dynasty and the Spiritual Bandits. Because we take our abundance, we don't ask for what's so rightfully ours. And if you click this thumbnail, then you got a preview, you got a sneak peek at the next book cover. So there's gonna be 3 book covers right now in circulation. The original book cover. Let me just go ahead and set this up on the actual jank so you can have a different view here. Hold up right there. All right. Yeah. Okay. So, if you clicked on this thumbnail, then you got a sneak peek at the new book cover coming. And so, the original book cover, here's the original book cover that was for, this is Tangential Thoughts version 1. Let me just go ahead and do the shameless plug, all right? So, Tangential Thoughts is a guided journal that you can purchase on Amazon. It's filled with quotes and pictures. Some quotes you may have heard before, some quotes I heard in conversation. And the book has a quote, my response to the quote, and then the rest of the space is for you to either jot down some ideas or write down your thoughts and your feelings and question your thoughts and your feelings as you go on your own path to self-discovery of understanding who you are. And so my manifestation is that when we cross paths with each other, we'll be able to take a Polaroid picture together. You can sign my copy of the book. I can sign your copy of the book. And perfect manifestation, or yeah, you can start to see just a lot of different things here. This is my first one. I was starting to put cigar bands in there in different places and journal into it. And perfect manifestation. This is my friend Bree. She took me to a cigar lounge. This was a cigar I smoked that day. There's a picture of me and her. There's a picture of me, her, and our server. The guy who took our pictures, he was a DJ. He signed the book, and I was able to just comment and leave a review and just a little tidbits to myself about the experience from that day. And so that is Tangential Thoughts. This is version 1. And then this is version 2. Version 1 and version 2 are available for purchase on Amazon. The difference between version 1 and version 2, version 2 has that part of the story where it talks about how my family set me up and put me into a mental hospital and how I got out of there. And that's part 2. So part 3 will be the story from August 15th. You'll get more of the details from August 15th up until the day I buy some land, right? And so that's version 1 and version 2. However, I was working and I was doing some editing. And then I was like, you know what? I can make a new book cover. Oh, because I was up here and I noticed that it had the wrong, what's this called? It had the wrong Instagram. It still had the old Instagram on the back of this. So I was like, oh shoot, I need to update that. So I went up there to go to update it, but I'm like, I'm about to update this cover. And so I made a new cover. Hold up. Can I eat them cold? Thank you. That's Pastor White. She's just looking out. She was like, come get some eggs while it's hot. I told her, can I eat them cold? She just waved me off like, oh my goodness. All right. So yes. All right, boom. All right, so I ended up making a new cover, right? But I made the new cover just for the hardback. So this is the hardback version. And so now it's gonna be 3 covers. The paperback version is gonna have this. I still need to update it so it's the paperback so it can say the correct stuff here. I still need to update that. The hardback cover, and that was yesterday, so now we got 48 hours. Within the next 48 hours, you're gonna see a new cover, and as soon as that thing is published, I gotta order an author copy of that. And yeah, so I just want to give a shout out to Miss Everett. Miss Everett is the one who got me super excited right now. Got me super excited about this because she sent, she cashed at me enough to get, I'll be able to get some cigars and I'll be able to order an author copy of that new book with the new cover. So it's gonna be 3 covers out, and so I'm super excited about that. This is gonna be the paperback cover. Then the hardback cover for version 1 is coming out within the next 48 hours. And then this is the cover for version 2. So I'm gonna have a couple, it's gonna be like mad different books. And I was like, I just charge more just because it took me a while. I was like, yesterday I had that King of Swords energy came out, right? And I was like, dang, you know what I'm saying? And so I looked at that, but King of Swords is very intellectual, very intelligent. He knows how to get it done. And I was sitting down, and it took me a while to edit too. It took me a little, maybe an hour. Yeah, it might take me a couple hours. It took me a couple hours to edit this book cover. And I was going through it, and even like the sizing of it, making sure it fits and all that. And once I got the thing to fit just right, I said, oh yeah. I'm putting this in there. I'm changing the price to it. So it's going to be the hardback cover for version 2 is going to be $47. Right now, the hardback for it's only you can only get the version 2 and hardback. And so what I might do, I might go back and make this the paperback version for version 2, right? And let me make another. If I make another fucking book cover, I'm going to make this the paperback version. I make this the cover for the paperback version of version 2, and then I'm going to have the hardback for version 2 is going to be a whole nother cover. It's going to be a whole nother cover. So be on the lookout for that. I'm about to just do a slight journal entry. Going to do a slight journal entry. And what I want to do with this journal entry. Dang, oh, the pen is not here. Never fret, never worry. or set yourself up for success. Set yourself up for success. That pen's not there, but I got a ton of more pens here. And pencils. But I just want to go ahead and get that journal entry already started. I woke up, and I'm talking, it's 6 o'clock in the morning. And she sent, the pen's right here inside the journal. I left the pen inside the journal. Okay. I'm hyped though. So I'm ready to do my read. And the only reason I'm trying to get the read done now is so that I know that, well, I did a read for today and I ain't got to worry about doing it later. Whereas if, like, I could wait for a little bit and just, you know what I'm saying, depending on how you move without the time, just that third boom, boom, I could wait. And my god sis could help me go get the cigars and I could just do certain stuff quicker. But I was like, you know what? I'm really okay. Because then I would have to wait to do the live and all that other stuff. So I was like, you know what? Get that. So I got to update the journal. And so updating the journal. Are they leaving already? Probably. All right. Updating the journal. What do I want to say? I just want to talk about how I spent my time yesterday. I spent a few hours making I finished 3 hours making a new book cover. And then, so I spent a few hours making a new book cover. And then I updated Amazon. And then after I made that book cover, I watched a little bit of Peaky Blinders. So all I gotta do is finish that episode. Watched a little bit of Peaky Blinders. I watched a little bit of Peaky Blinders. And played on the trampoline too. I gotta remember. I don't know what was the order for all this stuff. Oh, okay, yeah. So I actually played on the trampoline with the girls. Played on the trampoline with the girls. And I was being a monster, and they kept trying to take my hat off, and you know what I'm saying, mess with me, cause I don't be cutting my hair or nothing, so my hair be looking crazy. They took my hat off. They kept trying to take my hat off, and I was the monster in the middle of the trampoline. Then I was able to watch Peaky Blinders when they left for karate. So I made a new book cover. Played on a trampoline with them. When they left for karate, I watched a little bit of Peaky Blinders. And once that was that, the only thing I spent at night, I got on Instagram and made random visuals with the cutouts. And that was pretty much it. I think I went to sleep watching more of the documentary. And I fell asleep on that. But once I woke up, I was just, you know what I'm saying, just perusing on your phone. You just be switching between apps and apps and apps. And then I uploaded. And then, and then I checked my email and it said, you got a Cash App from Miss Everett. I said, oh, snap. And that was like 6 o'clock in the morning. And so I just shout out, man, because, and that was like, that's been super fast, super quick. That is the last 2 people that invested into my path journey cashed at me $50. The last 2 people who invested into my journey both cashed at me $50. And that's just like one of the things. I don't know, you know what I'm saying? And I won't know because that's not how things went. But sometimes you can be saying here, there's 2 things you can do. You can ask, right? You can ask. Seek and you shall find. Ask and the knowledge and information that you seek will come to you and stuff like that. Like last night, I asked somebody, because I ain't gonna get too much in details, but I asked, yo, could you know what I'm saying, this and the third? And it was like, no. Well, I was like, oh, I won't be able to right now, this and the third. All right, cool. You know what I'm saying? But then, if you got faith and you trust that, hey, because something was telling me just to ask, right? So I just asked. And you never know how God is going to show up for you. You don't know who he's going to use to really provide for you. And so I'm excited right now. So I just want to make sure I give a shout out to Miss Everett for allowing God to use you. Her and Brooke were the last 2 people who invested. So thank you. And I just got me a new page in my journal called Angel Investors and talking about, you know what I'm saying, the last few investments. That is dope. All right, so without any further ado, let's go ahead and jump into the read. Let's jump into the read. We'll start with the Archeo deck. And see what energy, what frequency we should be aligning ourselves to and embodying for today. What energy should we be aligning ourselves to and embodying for today. All right, what energy, what frequency should we embody for today? What energy, what frequency should we embody for today? What frequency should we align ourselves to that will best serve us for today? How do we need to show up? We got the Green Man going out in nature and becoming grounded. The last piece of relatively interesting information that I received was the one that's like almost peculiar to me and just really caught my attention, right? Spending time out in nature, and the more times you spend out in nature and you spend outside talking, right, your voice will begin to change. And so that was cool to me. That was really cool to me. But I didn't delve in too much more into that research, but it was cool the last time I heard that. And you know what I'm saying, it gets harder to remain grounded and put your feet in the grass and walk through when it's cold outside. Other piece of information, dude said everybody here is like, I'm talking about everybody, I mean all the people here, right? All the people here are units of consciousness. And the earth and all the planets are units of consciousness. And if there are groups of positive, loving people on Earth, that's good. But the people who have those negative, depressive energies, and they're on Earth, that's like a cancer to Earth and some other Earth. And as you know, your body is set to heal itself, and so is the Earth. And so, making sure that while you're out here, that you're putting out some good energy and some positivity, and just expressing yourself the best way you possibly can, being creative and innovative. But yes, we got this green man here. We got the green man here. Alright. Next, we got the warrior. This is Mr. Invincible. The warrior doesn't look for conflict. However, if it arises, the warrior will strike it down. Strike it down. And so we got the green man, we got the warrior, and one more. We got the demon. We got the demon. Now, your addictions, your fascinations, your repulsions are your weaknesses. And he's going to give you the cup, but he's not going to force you to drink. It's up to you. And so just be aware of that. Just be aware of that. And so, we have this, there is a notion of, with the green man, remaining grounded. You got the warrior, I wanted to read from the warrior. I haven't read it in a little minute, so let's see what new energy is behind it. The warrior. And I gotta keep reading because, you know, some things stick out to you at one point in time. You read it again, something else sticks out to you. The warrior's not page on 125. That's 8. The warrior is your fearless defender and champion who will protect you against those wishing you malice. Let him be your courage, your right armor. He will not let you down. So right there, what already got me was protect you against those wishing you malice. When he stands before you, you can be confident that no one will bully you or intimidate you. He has the strength of a polar bear, the speed of a cheetah, and the reflexes of a cobra. His flesh is impenetrable, and his blade is razor sharp. When you are threatened and flight is impossible, when your back is up against the wall, you have two choices, either cower down or summon the warrior to fight for you. The warrior is both fierce and fearless. He's calm as a samurai, wild as a berserker, and more than a match for anyone that intends you or your kin malice. Dressed in steely armor, he's virtually invincible. And in his company, you are secure in the knowledge that you cannot be intimidated or beaten. He has spent his life developing his craft, well-versed in the art of war. He knows when to retreat and when to attack. As powerful as he is, he does not seek out conflict. Only when there is no option will he unleash his lightning reflexes and devastating strength. Trust him. He will keep you safe and see that no bodily harm will come to you. No one will bully you or intimidate you. So the next time I pull this card, the things I'm going to make sure remember, those protect you against those wishing you malice. No one will bully or intimidate you. Calm as a samurai, wild as a berserker, and more than a match for anyone that intends. When you are threatened and flight is impossible, either cower down or summon the warrior to fight for you. He knows when to retreat and when to attack. All right. All right. So, main message for us right now. Remaining grounded. Knowing when to attack or retreat, but we have protection against anyone wishing us malice. And then we also have the demon. We also have this demon here. So I would say with this combination, yeah. Well, I was already kind of thinking, right? When I received that cash app this morning, I was still thinking like, man, it's like, what are you gonna do, right? You'll always be given what you need to continue doing the things that make you happy and excited, right? And so right now, I got to make sure that when I go out and spend, that I have enough to cover for the Arthur copy of that next book, because that next book about to be fire, bro. That next book gonna be fire. So I need to just make sure. I'm pretty sure I can get, because the last time I got 3 cigars. Last time I got 3. So, and now what I'm actually working on now, I got 2 things I want to put on today, because I got to make some more visuals, right? I got to make some more visuals. And that's going to be with the poncho and with the leather jacket, because with the leather jacket, after I smoke the cigar, I'm going to add some new bands to the sleeve. So, yeah, it's like, I know for sure I can get 2 cigars safely. 2 cigars safely. But that's why I got to make sure I temper myself. Make sure I get those 2 cigars. I ain't got somebody with me to tell me no. So I gotta make sure I get those 2 cigars, because I know they're going to be done. I know if I sit down and I start working on an audiobook again, which I'm going to do too. So it's like making the visuals and making the audiobook. That is it. That is it. That is it. Okay. But I just got to make sure. If I get 2 cigars, I can do just that. If I get 2 cigars, I can do just that. I'm just in the process of waiting for the book to be updated and released so I can order an Arthur copy. But that's why I gotta give a shout out to her, because she's allowed me to be able to be in a position where it's like, okay, I gotta make sure I can get this Arthur copy and keep going. All right. So that was for us. That was one of the main ones of us. Make sure we remain grounded, understanding your fascinations, your repulsions and your addictions. Those are your weaknesses. So be mindful of those. And again, the cup is there. But he's not going to make you drink it. It's up to you to take that cup. And are you going to drink the whole thing or just a little bit? You got to know your limitations. All right, we got the reflector here coming up in the first card coming up in external influences and factors. Now with the reflector, it's about understanding who you are, the good, the bad, and the ugly, and being able to accept those parts of you. And I've been encouraging people to, if there's something about you that you used to think as negative, how could you spin it and switch it so that it's a positive? How does it work for you and suit you? That's what the reflector is about. The reflector is about assimilating all parts of you, not repressing those dark negative parts. It's about allowing all parts of you to live under one guise. This always want to pop up, don't it? Here go this card of, you can't see, walk around the club, everybody, you don't see shit, right? Or hear shit from nobody else. You just go within and speak your truth. All right, next, we got the eccentric card, which is flying high above the law. It's not that the rules don't exist. It's just that they don't apply to us. I finally said that right. I finally didn't stumble trying to get through that with the eccentric card. All right. So if you watch, you kind of know. Every time I get to that eccentric card, I always mess up how I want to say it. But it's flying high above the law, embracing the weirdness. Next, we got the siren. The siren is either a seductive vixen or a beautiful temptress, and however it's going to come up to you, it's very appealing. It's what you want. It's going to catch your attention, but how can you be creative with it? How can you be creative with it? That's why for me with it's like, if I get a cigar, what am I doing with it? It's not just a casual, no. I barely, that, there's, the last time I really just sat and smoked a cigar and just for fun and it's just for casual and it ain't nothing, was a while ago. When I do them now, it's, what's the cigar visuals? What music am I using? What's the visuals for today? Going about it like that. Going about it like that. Next, we got two more. All right. Got the Survivor. Now, this is blending in with the shadows, not drawing too much attention to yourself, but doing, saying, having the conversations that you need to get to where you got to go, get what you got to get. You know what I'm saying? But not drawing too much attention to yourself. Got the Survivor. And then last one coming up here. The Star Climber. Off on the other side. It was my first time. Well, it may have been my first time, but I actually remember it now, right? You know how some stuff happens when you're a kid and you don't remember, but when it happens older, you do remember and it sticks into your head a little better. I played Snakes and Ladders for the first time. I played Snakes and Ladders. I lost. I'll admit I lost. But I was playing Snakes and Ladders. It's not that hard of a game to play. I don't know why it was. I'm like, I don't know how to play this, but now I remember. Next time somebody says Snakes and Ladders, I'm like, oh yeah, I know how to play. So Snakes and Ladders, but this is about focusing on your star. And that star is different from everybody, right? You're the only one to see the life that's unfolding before your eyes. You're the only. Your happiness, your abundance isn't my abundance. I desire a C2 Lamborghini, self-driving Lamborghini. I desire I saw 3222 on the timer, and today's date, if you write today's out, it's 12/22/23, and so you'll see like 42, so 222 is definitely an angel number for today. But yeah, man, I desire a see-through self-driving Tesla and a translucent version of that Tesla, like the old school Game Boys. So there's a clear one, translucent one, and then the red, white, and black one. Same thing with the Lamborghinis. I need all the Lamborghinis. My toy Lamborghini in the house. But yeah, man, my abundance isn't your abundance. Those are things that are gonna make me happy. But it's not. But you might want a Land Rover. You might want a Range Rover. You might want a Cadillac. You might want something else. But that's your guiding star. That's what you go to focus on. Like right now, I'm focused on turning myself into a Grand Theft Auto 6 character. And so that playlist should be in the description box. And make sure you check out that playlist in the description. Like every video in that description box. Like and comment on every video that is in the Grand Theft Auto 6 Chief Gihareh, Cigar Band Rockstar artist. All right. I'm trying to think. I was trying to think. It's been all shorts. So I'm trying to think if I should keep it as shorts or should I add a video to the mix? Like, what's up? Like, Mixing it all together, because I was watching I was watching The Godfather, and I was looking at the quotes from The Godfather, and I want to remix some of those. Like, ow! I want to do that shit. Hey, when The Godfather come on, I'm about to remix those things, bro. I'm about to remix those. I'm about to do some lines from the Godfather, bro. But yeah, man. And then you got The Alchemist, right? This is The Alchemist. Yeah, this is The Alchemist right here. And this is being that you got to use, everything is present. You just got to use all the energies around you to help create that world that you so desperately want. That's just you desperately want it. Some people don't want it desperate enough. Some people don't want it bad enough. But Eric Thomas, the motivational speaker, said, if you want it as bad as you want to breathe, when you want it as bad as you want to breathe, oh, you're going to work hard for it. You're going to work that hard. All right. Got to keep going. Got to keep moving. Got to keep moving. Let's keep it moving, rocking, and rolling. But focus on your guiding star. Focus on your guiding star. We got the demon there. Yeah. Eccentric card, Arbiter, Warrior, Survivor, Siren, Green Man, and the Reflector. All right, next, moving to the love deck. All right, now with the love deck, energy that needs to be let go of. We got 29, which is the giver, and 29 is 11. 2 + 9 is 11. The ascended master number, the giver. That's the energy that needs to be let go of. And it's always, how much are you giving to a situation? How much are you giving to a person? How much are you giving to yourself? How much are you giving to yourself? How much time and attention do you pay to yourself? How much time do you look at yourself in the mirror? It's not cocky. It's not arrogance. It's paying attention to your body. See what the heck is going on. Do you like it? If not, let's change it. Let's do something about it. You know? But energy has to be let go of. We see the giver. All right, next. Energy that needs to be kept. We have the Democrat. That's the Democrat. Now, that's a card of, you know what I'm saying, negotiating. That's a card of like negotiation. But you got 11, you got a 1. And negotiating for the greater good. Making sure everybody is satisfied. All right, and last one, energy that needs to be learned. Ooh, another one. And if you want the past few readings, it has came out in the energy that needs to be kept, and now it's coming out in the energy that needs to be learned. We got the Father, which is a 10, which is another 1. We had 11, that's 29. We had a 1, the Democrat, and now we got this 10, another 1. So 1s across the board. All right, 10 the Father. Let's see the question. Here we go. The real power to begin anything in your life is ultimately yours. Though you may be influenced, blocked, or gifted with opportunities. See how an opportunity can be a blocked or a gift? It is up to you to create the action needed to make a foray out. Perhaps patience is needed, or more study before your plans can unfold. Or maybe you are trying to do something that's not truly aligned with your passions, values, and calling. The Father takes time to make trusted decisions that others can rely on. They are courageous and capable, while inspiring a quiet type of leadership that is comforting and steadfast. The question: what are the useful lessons I have learned in life from an authority higher than myself? What are the useful lessons I have learned from an authority higher than myself? From an authority higher than myself. Crazy question, right? When you say authority higher than myself. Because it's like, who do you even give authority to? Who has more authority than me? Who has more authority than you? The Father, right? This is the Father. Who has, who? Father Time. What has Time taught you? What has Father Time taught you? The one thing that you can't get back. All right, I just pulled this shadow deck. So this is what's next. One thing that you can't get back, right? It's time. So how are you using it? Are you wasting it? Are you using it to the best of your advantage? I know sometimes you may need a rest. Sometimes you do need to, sometimes it's okay to be bored. In the midst of your boredom, an idea will come to you. Sometimes you need to meditate. Sometimes you need to pray, right? To keep your mind right, keep your mind focused. Is that what prayer really? How are you using your prayer? Is your prayer to really focus on getting your mind and your body set back positive? Practice the serenity prayer. What is it? What's the serenity prayer? It's having the strength, the courage to change. And let me remix it. Let me mess it up, okay? Let me mess it up. Having the courage to change the things that you can change. I don't even remember it. It's something about the things that you can change, you change it. If you cannot change it, you don't worry about it. And there is a discernment or wisdom about saying, to know the difference. There's some things you can change, some things you can change. And you need to have discernment and wisdom about, well, what are you, because sometimes you're wasting your time trying to change something you can't change, or you're wasting your time, or you're not taking the time to change the things that you can change. I think that's like just behind that. Sometimes you're wasting energy on something that you can't change, or you're not taking the time to change the things you can change. And there's wisdom to know the difference between those two. What should you be spending your time on doing, and what should you not be spending your time fretting on? All right, so what is the advice for today? Let's move to the tarot. What is the advice for today? And what is the energy for today? I see the Two of Swords. What is the advice for today? What is the energy for today? All right, so let's see how we're taking this leap. Let's see what we're taking this leap towards. All right, so we got the Fool, and now we have the Seven of Cups, and this is a scattered energy. This is a scattered energy. And so there's good things in the cups, there's bad things in the cups. Remember, we had this demon card come out too. So it's up to you, though. It's up to you. You choose the energy that you want to work with. It's going to be present. It's there for you. It's there for you to choose. It's there for you to choose. See this judgment here. See this judgment. And that's waking up to a brand new life. All right, let's go. Let's go. One more. What is the advice for today? What is the energy that we should align ourselves to? What is the advice for today? And what is the energy we should align ourselves to? And we got the Strength. All right, so with that, Cups is water. So Cups was water. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, referring to our relationships, emotions, heart space. And now, next, we got the Strength card. And the Strength card is about perseverance, pushing through, mastery over the physical realm. You see, she's stepping into the lion's mouth. She's not worried. But having the courage, the strength to push through with any endeavor that you are carrying out. And so you already know the ones, you kind of sort of know the ones I'm working through and working on. Man, I ain't trying to slide. Time for this. I need to put something underneath it. Because, He's doing good, holding the cards. Now I was trying to fall down. So yeah, I gotta give me some energy drinks today. Energy drinks and cigars. That's what I'm on. Energy drinks and cigars. That's what I'm on. Okay, here. All right. I don't work too hard to make sure how I know I want to set my line up here, so I got to make sure it's straight. And it's also easier to clean up. And the bottom of that, we got the Page of Wands, and this is having some playful energy around what you are creating and around your inspirations and your passions. And last but not least, let's go ahead and end this reading. Let's go ahead and end this reading. And we're going to move to the PlayTime deck. Bottom of the deck is the Wheel of Fortune. Bottom of the deck is that Wheel of Fortune. And this, again, energy is being present. And that wheel always turns up and down. Receiving good karma. Receiving karma. It was so crazy, bro. What if karma was a person? Karma shows itself up as a person. So some people are karma. Sometimes I am karma. All right. Next. All right, clarifying this Fool card. Clarifying the Fool. Clarifying the Fool. We got Justice. Major Arcana, clarified by Major Arcana. And so with the Justice, this is, you see that the sword here, the Libra scales here, and we already had that. And they came up in the same row. They come up in the same row. Sword and scales. And so some energy behind the Justice card is using those clues, using clues, and using the clues to guide you in the right direction. All right? When you go to court, everybody has to present their case. And the judge has to rule in a certain way based off the evidence presented. So, with the evidence that is present, you got to find the clues, use context clues, put everything together and follow the correct path. All right? And so some divine, and that's an 11 too. How we already had this 29? The Giver. That's an 11. And then now we got this Justice card. That is 11. And that's over top of the Fool. So both of those being Major Arcana, there's this abundance, again, set over your life that you are supposed to head towards. There's an abundance over your life that you're supposed to head towards. And one thing my pastor says, right? He says, man, I think one day we're going to be judging the angels. And it's like, well, what? The angels going to be like, what else could I do to help this person get on the right path? What the heck? I was trying to send them messages. Your angels was like, man, I was trying to drop some clues, send you messages so that you could go on this path. Were you ignoring them the whole time? Or were you following? Were you picking up what they putting down? All right, next, with this Seven of Cups. And this is something like with the Seven of Cups here, again, there's a snake and a dragon within that. Within the Seven of Cups. And we also got this dragon and we got the Green Man. So definitely a need to stay grounded. They go to Judgment card. They go Judgment. Okay. All right, what's next? What is the advice for today? What is the energy for today? What is the advice for today? What is the energy for today? I should be aware of it. Next, we're clarifying the Seven of Cups. Next, we're clarifying the Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups clarified by the Page of Cups. Here's a court card. Could represent a person. And there's always this story about this fish there. Is the fish really there or is he just imagining the fish? And it's the imagination. But you got to do something with it. That idea that's coming to you, that idea that floats across your mind and then it goes away. And it keeps floating across your mind and you keep entertaining like, is this for me or is this not for me? It's like, what are you going to do with this fish in the cup? You know what I'm saying? And it's one of the cups. And here's another option. All right, we got this Page of Cups. It's a court card. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. So that's water, emotions, and relationships. So we got that here. And with that being spoiled for choice there, if you have to make a choice in love, boy, that was some shit, right? I was going through a breakup. And I remember watching one video and the lady was like, yo, the person that you're dealing with is in a battle of their heart right now and trying to figure out who they want to love. And I said, ain't that but a bitch? Like, how can you even be in a position? Now, here's the other thing about love, right? They say if you fall in love, go with the second one, because if you really were the first one, you would have never fell in love with the second one. I said, ain't this about a bitch? How you got people fighting over your heart when, bitch, I'm supposed to have your heart? Oh, boy. That was some shit that just crushed me, bro. And I was like, you know what? Well, damn. If the bitch need to go be happy with another fucking person, and that person makes her feel like she gonna this and that, boom, boom, bitch, bye. That was some shit, boy. But you got the Seven of Cups with this Page of Cups, so it's like, Page of Cups is a court card, so that's a person. And you got the Seven of Cups, which is being spoiled for choice. So if you got a choice between people, bitch, if I'm an option, don't choose me. Because, bitch, this ain't it. I am not optional. Bitch. Somebody gonna try to make you an option. What, bitch? Fuck around, you have no options fucking trying to fuck me up. Oh, shit. The last one with this Strength card. We had the Strength over top of the Father, which was over top of the Siren and the Star Climber. So definitely focusing on our spiritual ascension. All right. Damn, Seven of Cups again. So water definitely took over. There was this element of air in there, but water took over. We got the Seven of Cups twice. Double confirmation with the Seven of Cups here. Double confirmation with the Seven of Cups twice. And what can I say about that? But that's referring to what you're creating. Because the Strength card is saying, you know what I'm saying, telling us to persevere, push through with our goals and endeavors. And now we got the Seven of Cups, and you got choices, you got options about what you are. Yeah, like for me, that was my whole thing, right? I was trying to figure out, well, what the heck am I right now? Cigar band RockStar artist. There it is. Cigar band RockStar artist. Psychic. Author. YouTube content creator. Instagram influencer. Model. Movie director. Now I'm a game character. I am character. I'm a character inside a new game. So it's like, yeah, what do you really want to work on? But today, I'll be working on the book. I'm going to be doing my YouTube audiobook. And then once I get another video for that, I'll start a playlist for that. So, yeah, that's what I'm going to make a playlist for that. So, it's that. I'm also up here doing this. So, I done did the psychic part of I done appeased the psychic part of me. The psychic has now had its shine. The psychic has had his shine. Now, what else? The model, Instagram influencer, social media director, all the other stuff, right? The Cigar band RockStar artist, Chief Gihareh, the GTA 6 character, is going to have his shine. The author, when I do the YouTube audiobook, is going to have his shine. Everybody going to shine, bro. And that's okay. I like that right there, right? How are you splitting the time up in your day to live as all parts of you? And that's what I'm doing, right? I'm spending part of my day being a psychic. I'm spending part of my day being an artist. Spending part of my day as Chief Gihareh, Cigar band RockStar artist. part of my day here. I was like, spending all parts of your day, and because it's like, if they all don't exist at one time, or what could you do to make them all exist at one time? Oh, so should I, in my new visuals today, should I, boom, 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 should I, yeah, in the new visuals today, because it's nothing to be on some, boom, boom, boom. How could I say this? Like, ooh, I already made a tarot card, right? It's nothing to put the card, I mean, just go ahead and do it, right? Just gotta go ahead and do it. But I can put the tarot card inside the book. Put the tarot card inside the book. And, yeah. Put the tarot card inside the book. And then that can drop out in the visual. So in the visual, you'll see psychic, you'll see artist, you'll see author. How could I put all of those in one thing at one time? I could hold the book. I could have a tarot card in my hand. So I got the book and the tarot card. That's the psychic and the author. And then whatever visuals I'm making, with the RockStar, change clothes, put it on a RockStar. Yeah. All those, yeah. See, and the rest of today is focused on visuals, baby. Damn. The rest of the day is focused on visuals, baby. Damn. Okay, bet. All right. Hell yeah. All right. This has been another episode of Tangential Thoughts Chat Show. I'm your Chief Gihareh, leader of the Kim Dynasty and the Spiritual Bandits. And be on the lookout. Going to have a new playlist for the book, the audiobook, and commentary. Woo! Shit, boy. And new visuals for Chief Gihareh. Let's go.